I need some cushion
Oh yeah.
for my tush.
Gotta get that tush nice and ready for the push. You can use that
I'm
heart-shaped
that
pillow.
Pikachu. No, I'm
All right, yeah.
I'm using this Pikachu right
Yeah, you
here.
can smother that Pikachu with your
Yeah.
fat ass. Fill him with your cum, then you can fill him with your farts throughout the rest of the episode. Yeah, face down. There, face down.
So it feels like a real whore.
Right, yeah, there we go. Right between the two slats of the chair.
Yeah.
Nice and pressed in there.
Nice and pressed.
You're gonna feel every single ounce of this flatulence going right into it.
It's gonna feel my whole cheek.
It's gonna go up inside the hole even a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's gonna fit just it's pointy tail, and we know it's a male because of that pointy tail.
Yeah, well, it's flat too.
Yeah, it is very flat. No girth to it, like a spotted gecko.
You've seen a spotted gecko?
Yeah, their tail's like fat. It's like the gecko body. It's like, and then it's like the tail evens out and like goes out again like a big poop.
Isn't that what the Geico gecko is?
No,
he's just a regular gecko.
Yeah, he's like a green gecko. I don't know, like a forest.
So he's not special.
No, not at all. Even except for the fact that he can talk. And
that's pretty special.
No one in the commercial seems to give that fact any more leeway than I think it deserves. I think it's a pretty significant feat for a gecko to be able to learn to facilitate human speech, especially with its non-human vocal cords. I don't know what kind of voice box situation geckos have, but he went above and beyond.
What I want to know is how come they haven't made the crossover commercial yet with Flo and the gecko?
They are both,
because it's both Geico.
They might have.
No,
I think there was like maybe
so.
one or two, maybe.
I don't remember ever seeing any though. That's the thing, because it's always just Flo and then that other white guy who nobody remembers his name of, and then isn't there a black guy in there now?
Yeah,
too?
they got a whole cast of characters in the what's it's not State Farm.
It's like a whole play
Geico.
Now. It's a whole play now.
Yeah, it's a whole arrangement. They get their own troupe, the Geico troupe of actors, the troubadours.
Yeah, it's like the Whose Line Is It Anyway guys. It's like the crew.
Jeff B. Davis.
The other
tall guy who was in 2.5 Men, who became Alan's ex-wife's new husband. The black guy, and the other bald guy.
No.
Was it Drew Carey? Yeah, Drew Carey was the host for a while.
Yeah, but not anymore. Now it's like Anisha Tyler or something
and then
like
before
that.
Drew Carey was someone else. I'm not sure.
That show was on before Drew Carey hosted it.
I think so.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I have no idea. Maybe I've just seen like guest host type things.
We should do that, Nick. We should play Whose Line Is It Anyways and try a few gifts and ganders.
I mean, I'm sure you could look. I'm sure you could look up Whose Line Is It Anyway, for a free version. They give you some prompts. I'm not sure how that show works. I mean, they Drew Carey says, it's a show where the points are made up and the score doesn't matter or some shit. So,
well, I mean, I think it's more of just like a reaction based of who gets like the better reaction. Because I know sometimes they get questions from the audience, but I think it might just be like survey questions that they get from people like in general, and then they tell them. Or maybe they come up with the two themselves. I don't know.
Who knows? It's been a while since I've seen it.
I love watching clips of it on TikTok.
That's what most people do. Is either they watch clips of it on TikTok or YouTube. That's fuck NBC or wherever it naturally airs on television prime time. No,
I think it's ABC.
It's where the YouTube views are at. Just like Conan, all the daytime talk show and nighttime talk show shit as well.
Yeah, well, but Conan's great though. I love that show. I've seen some episodes on TV, but most of the time it's YouTube. Yeah. It's like with Jimmy Fallon, YouTube.
Yeah, just condensed bits of only the shit you care about, only the pieces of interviews you care about, not the commercials or subsequent or post after shit.
If you watch TV for the commercials, you have a problem.
I mean, some people, some people who have never watched TV or they just watch like a streaming and shit. When they get a chance to watch television, some of them think the commercials are funny because I guess they kind of are. They're just because they are advertisements. They gotta catch your eye and attention in some ways, and in a way, some of them can be pretty dumb and ridiculous if seen for the first time or without that without the lens of having seen commercials and knowing what the formula for them is.
Do you vividly remember your first commercial?
No.
Okay. Well, because I do. No. I do. I vividly remember. Do you remember the old Go-Gurt commercials?
Yeah, I remember they had Dylan and Cole Sprouse, but I think that was that Go-Gurt? I think so.
No, that was Yoplait.
That was Danimals. It was Danimals. That's right.
I remember that. They're on the cruise ship, hanging out with the monkey.
Slurping it up.
No, it Danimals.
Oh, no, it was the drink. That's right.
Drink, yeah.
Gross.
You didn't like it?
I don't like yogurt, so I don't like any of it.
So drinking it would be even worse.
Yeah.
It's like when you try to down a fizzy bubbly and then it just doesn't go good.
No, it just goes right down your breathing tube and fills your lungs with liquid, and you got to go to the hospital to get that pumped out of you.
But it's fine because afterwards you have some hummus and it's okay.
Yeah, and you give him a fake name of an old man down the street who does have good health insurance, and they just charge him for that. You get to walk away without a penny out of pocket.
Yeah, Blue Shield.
Yeah. Shielded by Blue.
No,
Sponsor Blue Chew.
It's Blue Chew. No, that's an actual health insurance. Blue Shield.
Oh, I bet it is.
Yeah. I think it's for like well, I mean, I think it's for anybody, but I think it's more like company based for works.
It's
and
a Blue
stuff.
Sentinels. You got to be part of the. You got to be part of the way of the blue. So
Oh,
when you get invaded, the Blue Shield comes in and they protect you.
No, yeah, that's how the way of the blue. That's how you become a Crip.
Oh, you got to get the way of the blue. Otherwise, you're going with what are they called?
Red Sky.
The Blood People in DS2.
Blood Pack.
Yeah, with Techi Gren. I forget what they are.
I don't remember what it is either.
But you got to kill him because you get his helmet. It gives you a boost to soul gain.
Boosted soul gain.
Yeah, it's like an extra 10, 15, 20% or some shit.
Dollars?
20% of souls.
Souls.
God, Dark Souls 2 is so fucking weird and crazy.
It's phenomenal. It's not out of the trilogy. You know, arguably, it's probably the bottom tier of the three.
But it's the most unique of them.
Exactly.
It's the most interesting, and I think the reason because, well, I mean, you know, Miyazaki, I think he never plays the Dark Souls games. I think that's been said in interviews. He designs, but he doesn't play them. So that's why a lot of the shit in there doesn't make sense, or it's weird, or you know, from a first time player's perspective, it just doesn't make sense. Especially the shit in Dark Souls 2, because even though he didn't have as much hands on it, except towards the end, that's also full of just random shit like you don't know. Like I didn't even know that in the gutter. So you know, in the beginning area, if you light all the torches in the beginning, it spawns like the red phantom. You can kill him, and you know,
right.
You can do that as well in the gutter. So apparently, in the gutter, if you light every single torch in the gutter, and there's fucking tons in the gutter, but if you light every single one,
there's a lot of shit in that gutter.
And there's a lot of shit too. At the bottom, you'll get invaded by this person, an NPC invader named Gutter Dweller. I think they have like crazy pyromancies, like the Chaos Storm or some crazy shit. And if you beat them, you get a really good set of armor. Or it's not that good. It's like I think it's like Black Witch's robes, but the headpiece makes you completely immune to curse.
Oh,
so put that on when you're fighting Nashandra. Easy
no
mode.
Curses, no more.
I never knew about that, and now I definitely got to do that next time I play because fuck that Nashandra fight. God, oh my God, so awful.
Yeah, it is pretty awful. I remember crying a lot of the times, just trying to get through it before the curse would hit me.
Yeah, and I remember one of the times I played, I did it in like I think one try because I used like 15 of my human effigies because it got like super low. You got to go around, and you hit those 4 fucking things. Okay, they're gone, but now I have half my health. Human effigy. Life gem, go up on there, do 2 hits. She does it again. Dodge her laser. Do it. It's very annoying. You always need a Vengar, you need Jugo, and if you can, Bradley of the old guard.
Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper and Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks. Bring him in there to fight Nashandra. He's a pro against fighting the darkness.
Yeah, they're martial art experts.
Yeah, he was in the FBI for God's sakes. Yeah, fuck Nashandra. Fuck that bitch.
But she got him in her outfit.
She's a super cool design, like a predator, like skull predator with like the big dress.
You like predators?
Yeah, there's the predator enemies in DS2 as well. In the old Iron King DLC, there's a spot where you get invaded by, I forget what they're called, but they have like predator dreadlocks, and it's like cool, like looking. They got
the scythe.
I think it does have like spikes on it or something, but you gotta really grind them to get their armor because it's a percentage chance.
Oh, I always hate that.
It's shitty. It's there or in the Scholar of the First Sin, the newer Scholar of the First Sin, not the PS3 and 360 version, which is the base game with the DLC, but the new Scholar of the First Sin. You can also find them in the Belfry, the red one in the Iron Keep. Up there, you can get invaded by them.
And then he drops it there too?
Yeah, you can grind them to try to get it. And they also drop something. I remember grinding them a lot for the Bellkeeper Covenant, I think. Yeah, because that counts. Because usually for the Bellkeepers, it's like there's all those invasion covenants. You know, someone steps in the area, you get invaded to it. But if you're not playing online, you can farm that guy, and he gives you points towards it.
Oh, so that way it's an easy grind.
Yeah, and gives you the armor, a chance to get it. You know.
Well, it's a done deal.
Yeah, grinding in DS2 sucks too. It's not too bad because it's got you got the bonfire ascetics, which are interesting.
And, you eat them.
And you just pop it in there. And the Covenant of Champions, shit makes it difficult.
Hi guys.
Hello. Oh yeah.
Long intro, but here we are.
Here we are, Vibin, episode 114.
Wow,
114.
Here we are back again in the my bedroom.
Yeah, no, we're in
Acapulco.
We're in Acapulco. Nice.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah,
Acapulco.
Acapulco, I think.
Acapulco.
Acapulco. Yeah.
No, let's go to the archipelago.
An archipelago. Which archipelago?
There's multiple.
Yeah, I think that's just the name for like an. I think an archipelago is. I think it's a collection of islands. What's the one like Florida where it's got water on on 3 sides?
Hilton.
Yeah, the Hilton. We're going to Mar-a-Lago. Man, we're here.
Mar-a-Lago.
Good old Donnie J. He's doing good apparently in the polls. I saw. Well, this was on. I was walking by TV that had Fox News playing on it, and it said.
So it's fake.
Yeah, probably. That's. But they were pretty close. Kamala and Trump were like
neck and neck
in the same 48% or something close in the. But that also was a survey of 1,000 people. It's like, well, where did you get these people from? How far across? It's only 1,000.
It's everybody in the Fox News office.
Exactly. Yes. But that was interesting. But also, like we were talking about in not in private, but just off camera, Trump. That was a real thing that I told you about when Trump was just listening to music for half an hour, just not answering any questions, just kind of doing a little jig, and people were like, "Huh?" People were confused, laughing. They weren't entirely sure what was going on there.
Good old Daddy J.
Oh yeah.
I hear he's going to be on the Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh, God,
I don't know if that's true, but I've been hearing for the past 2 days and seeing stuff that he will be on the podcast.
I'd believe it. Has he been on it before?
No.
No. I know everyone else has. Biden wasn't on it, I think. No.
Well, if he was, he wouldn't remember it.
No, definitely not.
No. And we would obviously forget about it.
Definitely.
All right.
I want to. Who's that one guy with the glasses?
Alex Jones?
No, he doesn't have glasses.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
he doesn't wear them, but...
Oh, okay. Well, the 2% of the 1%, they get all the profits of the 1%. Bernie Sanders.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, good old Bernie.
No, Bernie Sanders. No, not Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders. Not Bernie Madoff. Bernie Sanders.
I was thinking Bernie Sanchez. I'm like, no, that's
Bernie Sanchez. Oh, God. Too many Bernies.
Too many. S's. Barney. He's not Bernie, but it could be spelled the same.
Could be.
Right?
Yeah.
Bernie.
We can get I'm sure if Barney ran for president, he'd get at least 5% of the vote.
No, but you know who would win? Big Bird.
Big Bird is a pretty cultural icon. He has known the world over. Except some places. We've talked about this before. Big Bird is different in every single country, or in a lot of countries. It's a different type of bird.
Yeah, and
it's crazy. It's
like aesthetically, or what?
No,
do you
yeah,
mean?
literally different. Yeah, it's different. Some birds are like striped and whatever. It's like a national bird or whatever. Yeah, Big Bird is different in many countries around the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why can't he just be the yellow big bird that we know?
Well,
But Elmo's the same.
Elmo's the same.
Cookie Monster's the same.
No. In Middle Eastern countries, Cookie Monster is the pita monster.
Pita?
Yeah,
like the bread?
Yeah, he's eating pita bread. Loves that pita bread.
Oh wow, that's a downgrade.
Yeah, he used to be the hummus monster, but that was a little too culturally insensitive.
How is that culturally? It's hummus.
I just thought that's a little bit of funny racism.
Is that true?
No, but that would be kind of funny. Just as a slur, you hummus.
Hummus,
monster.
no pita. Yeah,
no, just imagine it's like some racist on the street talking to just like a dude in a turban is racist. He's like, "You hummus monster." That'd be a little.
That could be. I don't think it had to be hummus. It had to be changed. Like the last letter would have to be changed. Like instead of hummus, it'd be like you fucking hummy, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, hummy.
Hummy. No, because hummus. I mean that's fine, but like. Oh no! Call them a chickpea because they're made of hummus.
True.
Fucking chickpea.
Yeah, all right. That's a couple layers of racism you gotta get to get to. But I see it might catch on in the southern states. I could see it.
Yeah. Well, they'll catch on quick.
Yeah, I'm sure they like chickpeas down there. You can do something with them. I'm sure that's not hummus.
Oh, they like chicks.
They like peas. And they like peeing on chicks.
Some people do.
Some people do.
I did it once.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, she wouldn't let me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So you just peed your pants instead?
Yeah, well, I peed the bed sheets.
Oh, okay.
After we finished, I peed on my side, so that way I could go still relieved.
I'll show you, bitch.
Soak her in it. That way, when we both wake up the next morning, I blame her. Oh, you wet the bed.
Exactly. You wait till they're sleeping and then just crawl over, so you just pee, you spread just a little bit and you pee right in the space right there. You pray she doesn't wake up.
Or you wake her up by laying on top of her in the morning and then you pee on her that way. And then you try to convince her she's peeing.
Or you piss in the glass and then just real quick you lay in the position right next to her and then you go right over her crotch and put the glass away and then try to pretend you're asleep before she wakes up. Yeah. And then maybe she'll think that she pissed herself and then get just a glass of piss poured on her.
Oh my God. Well, I mean,
how's she gonna know she was asleep?
Yeah, how's she gonna know?
She didn't even know how she ended up there. Now she's waking up covered in piss. She must have made some bad choices.
Or Nick, we're not thinking outside the box here. You pee in the cup, you drink half of it, and then you spit the rest of it on her. That way, she's convinced she's drooling.
There you go. Yep, fair enough.
Yeah.
Or you get a lighter, do like people do the oil and just blow a fireball of piss in her face.
Oh no, you get a straw. You do spitball. It's like a hose, like a garden hose.
Have we seen that video of that dude? He's asleep, and then one of his friends comes up and just pours a bunch of mustard on his face, just covers his face in mustard.
Oh, and then he's like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah. He's like, oh.
But you realize in that moment you could like roll over or like.
But he's just woken up. He's discombobulated. He can't see. There's this like salty weird taste, like, and then it keeps happening. Then he fully wakes up. And he's like, then he gets up and starts chasing the guy. It's great.
What if he was into it? What if he thought it was like a dream? He's like, oh, and he starts rubbing it on his neck. And then his friend's just like...
He grabs a mustard bottle and starts doing hand motions with it.
Oh, no.
Starts saying his friend's name.
Yeah, mustard. Frank.
Mustard man.
French's.
Oh, give me your Hebrew national. Make me your Hebrew national.
Oh, man. What's wrong with us? Let's be honest. We got, there's a lot of things.
Why are they called Hebrew nationals if one of the ends isn't snipped off? I just thought of that. It doesn't, if they really want to embody the spirit, they should snip off one of the ends of it, or both ends, just because you can look at it either way, or snip off one of the ends and put it on the other end, so it looks like there's two to replicate, the human scrotal sac.
You know what? Those are the questions that our fucking forefathers were contemplating when they were writing the Declaration of Independence.
Yep, and I'm sure the answers to those questions are written somewhere on the Dead Sea Scrolls, somewhere in ancient Jerusalem, in a good old Bethlehem. The answers to these questions, they reside not for our eyes, not for our unholy heathenistic eyes.
No, you know where they do lie is Atlantis. At the bottom of the sea where no one can get it. Yeah. You think it's real? I know I've asked you this before, but if it was real, would you take a submarine down there to see it?
I mean,
just think about it. Think about it.
Those people going into the Titanic. That was. I don't think that was too far. They got crushed pretty bad. But
that was because whatever happened with that submarine. Yeah, they didn't check it. Something went wrong.
Yeah, it was a shitty made sub that they were using a Mad Catz Xbox 360 controller to navigate with. That's that's
a good sign right there.
Yeah, I got it from Radio Shack.
Right
before we ran out of business, that was the final sale. Was that controller that went into that submersible?
And then when they went into the store, like, this is it. This is the final piece. And then their walk off gritty. No, you can have it.
And as soon as they walk out, the shutters behind the Radio Shack closed, and they turn around, and it was never even there.
It was just,
everything is gone. The sign's gone.
It's a homeless guy selling random shit on the street.
It's the same guy that was into the cashier, but he's already dressed in a homeless guard, and he's sitting outside with a little cardboard sign saying "spare change."
Spare change.
I know. I just gave you 13 cents in change. I know you can spare it.
Can I have it, please?
How about Atlantis? No, I think I had maybe gone one of the later expeditions. Most people had already gone down there, checked it out, made sure it was safe, and there weren't any.
Oh, like Mars, whenever that happens.
Yeah, made sure there weren't any Atlanteans down there. Warding off air dwellers, similar to those undiscovered tribes in the heartlands of Africa.
But what if we integrate with them and then we build society together on the land and in the sea? Because we already conquered the skies.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to conquer our oceans. Get that sweet Atlantussy.
Yeah, that'd be great. Fuck a mermaid and then get blown by an octopus.
Yeah, and maybe our spawn, having both the genetics of an air breather and a water breather, that would give them the genetics to possibly maybe someday evolve to a point where they could breathe in space. They don't need breathing because they have it from both sources.
Yeah, because their lungs are already so big and compact and strong. One breath, it lasts them forever.
Exactly. They can just hold it in real tight. Get some water in their air sacs, and then once we find aliens, those crossbreed children could fuck the aliens to eventually get to an evolutionary standpoint where their children could withstand all environments without even having to breathe. And then they gotta go find the fire demons of Theta 4 and then somehow fuck them without getting burned to death.
Damn, dude, this is like Mass Effect, but real life.
Yeah, this is like Dungeons and Dragons type fucking mixing elemental type armors and shit.
No, but where's the dragons? Where's the dragons?
Well, maybe those are the fire demons they're gonna fuck on Theta 4.
Oh, shit.
Never thought about that, huh?
You know what? No, I never considered it. Well, because Theta 4, it's Theta 4. It's not bad. I'm like,
it's no Theta 3, I'll tell you that.
No Theta 3, but, Theta 2, that's pretty great.
Theta 2 is, yeah.
I got a condo there.
Yeah, Theta 1, they were trying to figure it out. That wasn't the best colony. A lot of they're
dead now.
Yeah, we like to think they are. As we say here on Earthside, Theta 1 is the Detroit of the Theta system.
Yeah. And then Theta 2 is like Chicago, but the good parts of it.
Yeah, 3 is like New York, and then you get to 4, and that's like
it's like Minnesota.
It's like Wichita.
It's like Wichita. Yeah. It's like Brinkley, Arkansas.
Oh God, Brinkley! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Nothing fucking there.
It's like
I've been there.
It's like what's one here? Victorville in California.
Victorville.
Shitsville.
Just a lot of meth.
Victimville. Yeah, a lot of meth, a lot of bodies.
Victorville. That's what they should change that name on the maps. It should be Victorville, quote parentheses Victimville.
They got one stretch. They got one stretch of road, and once you go beyond that, not much. You go one way, it's a bunch of like smaller houses and like trailers. And you go one other way, it's like nice like housing developments and shit. And then in the middle, you just got that one stretch of road with not much on it.
But that's where they bury all the victims. Is that one stretch of road? That's how they built the road. It was a graveyard, and then they go, we got to do something with all this
Yeah,
space.
just pave right over them.
Yeah, fuck all those dead people.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Every body they lay down, then cars, people just run over them and grind them into dust so they become part of that pavement and make it even stronger.
Did you hear that? We live in
Interesting times.
We live in interesting times, yes. But where we live specifically is a lot of Native American land.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And did you hear that the native tribe of the land, you know, most of it, whatnot, whatever the not Kauias. Is it Kauias?
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
There's a couple of I think. There's a main one. Yeah.
Whichever one it is, I don't know. I'm not invested into it as much as I should because I don't care. But they claimed more of the land back.
Oh, all right.
So guess what's gonna come more? More casino.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big buffet. I don't know where specific. I think it's like in I can't remember.
All right, but is it already like shit developed on there?
No, they just got the land back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got the land back.
Because I know they have like every other square mile around. I don't know how far that extends to in this area, but all right, yeah, take more of it. Yeah, fuck it.
It was theirs.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, turn it into a preserve. Just do nothing with it. And just have it. It's fucking do whatever.
Have more golf courses.
Have more meth and murders out there. Because apparently that's also big in some Native American communities. Just like big meth and murders.
Well, there was that lady that got murdered like 2-3 weeks ago, and she was part of like the native like
tribe.
Like
she was
part of the casino, whatever main one. I think it was Morongo. It was one of those ones or something. But yeah, she was like murdered, and they found her in like a ditch with like her throat slit or something. I was like, oh,
yep, they're a sovereign nation. They can do kind of whatever they want, and they do. They do.
But maybe we should try to. I know. We're both in
capitalize on their plight like our forefathers. I'm in.
Yes. No, but we should marry into it. You know. Ooh, I know. We're
like what is it? What is it? The Wolf of Wall Street. What was it? That
movie? It's the Killers of the Flower Moon.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, we should do that. Pull a fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, be a giant asshole. It would take a while to get into there. It'd take at least 3 to 4 generations to fully ingratiate themselves into the hierarchy, and then grasp it from within, and then throw all of them out.
But think about the rewards, Nick. Our grandkids will be living it up.
Yeah, but fuck them.
Yeah,
I want to live it. Yeah, fuck them. They're not going to be around. What with global warming and everything else terrible happening, who knows if I'll be around?
Well, in like 30, 50 years, who knows if any of us will even be here.
Exactly. We might get that solar flare coming from the sun a lot sooner. Just
solar flare.
Oh, make a giant square in the earth. It'll just make the giant crust around
square,
it. Yeah.
And then all the water is going to sink into it.
Yep.
I've been watching a lot of video. I don't know. I know I always bring up videos, but I see ones of this guy who does like, what happens if an asteroid hit this part of the Earth?
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah. It's always like the size of the asteroid. It's just like the impact size.
Yeah, and then see what's the survival percentage of life? Like 3.1%. I'm like, man, I wish I'm that. I hope I'm in that percentage if it happens. There's
a website that lets you do that, but with bombs. It's like, you can select the size of the bomb, and you can select where it's you would like theoretically drop, and it shows you like, okay, here's where it would hit, here's the impact site, here's where the heat would reach, here's where shit would melt, people would be like over here, and depending on the type of bomb, if it's like just explosive or nuclear, it would show you where the nuclear fallout would go and how far it would go, and it's an interesting graphic.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And it can help you compare. It's like if you want to see like how bad was the fat boy, the little boy and fat man, not little man. That's a Marlon Wayans movie about a little person who gets released from prison and takes the place of a baby. It's a good movie.
I won an Oscar.
I bet it did.
I nominated it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can put that like on America and just like see like if you put it like on LA, it'll show you how much of what it would take with it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, think about it. From the bombs that hit Nagasaki and Hiroshima, they wiped out those fucking things completely. So, if one of those bombs hit LA, I think we'd be pretty fucked too.
Yeah, over here, yeah, we're 2 hours away. Yeah, definitely.
We'd definitely be fucked. We'd be getting that radiation poisoning.
Oh, yeah, at least a little bit, because we got a lot of winds carrying that shit.
But you know what that means? That means we'd have to migrate and move towards like Arizona or Nevada.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too bad, right? Arizona's not terrible. It's basically like here, just more natives.
Yeah, or Phoenix. Phoenix is the largest population of any state capital in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, 1.6 million people live in Phoenix, Arizona.
In one city.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And in the surrounding, because Phoenix is like San Diego. I think it's like that kind of where it's like Phoenix. It's like counties, or it's like Also, Phoenix is pretty big. I'd imagine it's one of like it's the fucking capital of Arizona. So I'd imagine it's pretty big. But yeah. Pretty
I
big.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've drove through it and I've flown to there, but I've never realized because obviously when you're in there, like, oh, this place is pretty small.
Yeah.
But then
Oh, look at all those ants down there.
oh well, yeah, spit on them.
Yeah, spit on that thing.
Yeah, Hawk Tua.
Yeah, from 36,000 miles in the sky, Hawk 2 on that thing.
Somebody will feel it
Oh, someone will, whether it be on their
windshield,
on their limp or hard penis, on their head, their windshield, their dog, somewhere.
on their dog. It's just a little pooch walking around.
It's like a penny, but it's like spit crushed through their skull.
Yeah, it hits him and he's on the floor like.
Yeah. I don't think that would happen. I think the Mythbusters or someone did like a test where like if you drop a penny from the Empire State Building,
No, it won't go through.
No,
it'll hurt.
Yeah, it reaches
but-
terminal velocity at a certain point. It's like it doesn't go fast enough, and it'll it will hurt. It'll fuck you up. But,
It
yeah, I
won't
don't
kill
think-
you.
No.
But if you shoot a bullet in the air and that comes down,
You
that'll.
stand straight under it. I think I tried that in Skyrim one time. I shot an arrow right in the air. I stood right under it, and I think I got hit by it. It was pretty fun.
Did it hurt?
I think so. I think it did give me a bit of damage.
Did you cry?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Just a little bit.
Speak-
Did you try to catch it with your teeth like
Yeah.
a cool guy?
Yep. right on the blades.
Right on the
Yeah,
tip.
it like flosses between my teeth. You know, it lands right between them.
Oh, that's why you have the
Oh,
gap in
God.
between your tooth
Yeah.
now. I don't
Just
like
imagine
that.
just like shattering your teeth.
Oh, you're bleeding out. Oh,
Fucking terrible.
it's pretty disgusting. It's quite awful.
Speaking of people dying, though, massive populations of people dying. I watched a movie recently.
Oh, what did you watch?
I watched a movie called 12 Monkeys.
Were there 12 monkeys in it?
Kind of, yeah.
Or are monkeys a metaphor for something?
Yeah. It's like what's that game coming out? It's whatever the Persona people metaphor.
Oh,
Some-
yeah.
What's it called? Something metaphor.
It's like everlasting or something, sunset metaphor or something like that. I hear
some-
it's really good.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I hear it's fantastic.
From what I've heard, it's very, 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 very good. We can talk about that after this. But yeah, it's called 12 Monkeys, starring Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt, and some lady, I forget her name. But it's about it's based on another movie called La Jetée, which is I guess French. And surprising that it's a movie based on another movie. I thought it'd be based on a book, but no, it's based on a different movie. But it's probably an older French movie, which is probably based on a book.
But what does that mean? The French title. What does it translate
I don't know. I didn't even look it up. You can look it up right now.
to? What did you say?
It's La Jetée.
La Jetée.
You can maybe look up La Jetée movie and then get the full spelling. Cause I forget the fucking accent grave or aiguë. I fucking hate those accents. But it's about a future where it's like mid 2040. It's based if he's 8 years old in 96. He's like 30. Yeah, it's basically like 2020 whatever. It came out in the 90s. So 2020 is like the future, right? So it takes place in a world where 1% of the population exists. There was like a global pandemic that took out. It was like a disease that wiped out like all the humans. It's like nature and animals took over, and then all the remaining humans went underground to survive. And it's this main guy Bruce Willis. He's like in like a prison colony, and he gets like selected to go out on the surface and like look for like artifacts and or like living specimens. So they put him in like a suit, and he goes out and he gets like spiders and like a cockroach, and so he goes back and they bring him back, and he gets sent to meet with these like scientists there, and they're like, all right, well, we see that you're very willful, you're very aggressive and whatever the fuck. He's in prison, but he's got a strong mind. So they have this plan, this initiative they're doing where they're sending people back in time around to when the virus like happened, when it was developed or where it started spreading, and they're sending people back in time to figure out information so that they can bring the information back, figure out what it is, so that they can send a scientist back to study the virus so they can come back to the future again and then find a cure for it.
What the fuck kind of time traveling mind
Yeah,
fuck is this?
so
It sounds interesting,
yeah.
but I'm like, Jesus.
So they send Bruce Willis back in time. They first send him to 19.
Wait, is he bald?
Yeah, of course,
Okay,
of course,
good.
Bruce
Okay,
Willis.
good.
He gets a little stubble, but it's Bruce Willis through and through. They send him back to 1990, which is too early. That's too far in the past. Nothing's happened yet, so he's got to fuck around there for a bit. And then I guess there's like a time limit on it. So like after a certain point of time, he just like vanishes, and then he like bamfs back to the future time.
But it doesn't mess up anything in the past when that happens? Or?
No. I mean, if he acted in ways that would change the future, it would. But
he doesn't. He just
no,
stays.
well, because he's from the future, and when he gets back to 1990, he's in like a psychiatric ward because he just appeared this naked dude like a jacket. He's like ranting and raving. So of course the police get him. They throw him in a psychological institution. So you can't really do much. But yeah, then he goes back. He's like, oh, you fucked up, sent me the wrong time. They send him back. So it's this whole thing to find the army of the 12 monkeys. That's what. So they've been doing this a couple times. So with the data they've gathered is that the virus began with this group, this like paramilitia, like animal rights activist group called the Order of the 12 Monkeys, and the virus comes from them. So Bruce Willis is trying to figure out info on them and to get further info on them to figure out where they're located, how they're getting the virus, what the virus is, so he can report back.
And this is how COVID started, right?
Kind of. It could be very very analogous for that because it does come from animals. And then it's constantly doing flashbacks back and forth because Bruce Willis was like a kid and he like saw like he has flashbacks to him and he's like seeing like people like running through. It's like his hazy memory. He like saw the guy who like started it, and it turns out he meets the guy who did it. And it's like, oh, it was him, and it's trying to piece together his like past fractured memory of when he was still up above on the surface, and like, and he's going back from the past to the future, and that's like fucking with his mind mentally. So he's like, what is real? What isn't? Am I really here? Is the future not real? Am I really in 1990?
Oh my god! It's not. Is it a thriller or is it a drama?
Yeah, it's a story. It's a thriller movie. You know? Yeah. It's a pretty good movie. I recommend it. You should watch it on Tubi on your phone. Apparently, there's a Tubi app you can download, which I recommend you do.
Tubi?
Yeah.
Wow. You think I'm cheap? No, I don't know. I don't watch TV anyway. I download it.
Yeah, it's because it's movies, and they have a lot of good movies a lot of the time, like shit coming in and out, and some garbage. But you know, it's you figure that out when you watch it and you get an appreciation for it.
I've actually seen 2 movies recently.
Ooh!
But before we go into that, I found the meaning of jetté.
La jetée, yeah.
It's the French word jetté translates to jetty in English, which is a small pier used as a landing place.
Okay.
Yeah.
A landing place. I guess you just land back in time. La jetée. Yeah, it probably had a different, meaning and like.
In the film, it says the jetté is a monument at Orly Airport, which is not a seafront location. The title's semantic ambiguity is intentional and is meant to disorient the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
The film creates a surrealist-inspired semantic shift, replacing the sea with concrete, ships with airships, and the sound of the ocean with the sound of planes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because it's probably in the future when it's like taken back by animals, it's water, but then they go back in time, it's civilization, mankind is there, so it's like landing point there. Because there's also a thing like that in this movie as well. He sees a certain location in the future space, and it's all fucked up, and he goes when he's back in time in a sequence, he's like, oh, and it's kind of like cutting back to like what that was.
That's cool.
Yeah, very very good movie.
12 Monkeys.
Yeah,
check it out.
12 Monkeys, very very good.
Now, do you wanna hear about a movie with Keanu Reeves first, or do you want to hear about a movie with Kevin Spacey first? Yes, I know Kevin Spacey. He did some diddling, but
yeah. What was this movie? This Kevin Spacey. Let's do the Kevin Spacey movie first. But was this movie made and released before or after the confirmed diddling by Kevin Spacey?
Before.
Okay, so it's fine.
It was in the 90s.
All right,
yeah,
perfectly fine.
So this is called The Interrogator.
Ooh.
It stars Kevin Spacey and Samuel L. Jackson.
Nice.
Samuel L. Jackson plays one of those guys.
I think I've. No, I haven't. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know. I don't think I've.
But Samuel Jackson plays a cop, but he's one of those cops who tries to diffuse like a serious bad situation.
He's a negotiator.
Yeah. And so he's he basically gets framed for murder, and he's trying to tell everyone that he's innocent, but no one's believing him because it's going in too deep. No one wants to speak out against it. So during the movie, he becomes he kidnaps people in an office building who he believes are connected to what his thing. And he's gonna try to get an answer out of them, and so he starts like filing for ransoms for the people there. So he's like, I want this guy to come here to try to talk me out of this, whatever. And now the guy he calls is Kevin Spacey, who's another negotiator from like a different jurisdiction. And it just comes this whole fucking you think it was gonna go one way, obviously, but this is just this whole conundrum of fucking just bullshittery and people backstabbing them is just the most intense 2.5 hours ever.
I bet it sounds pretty good.
It's a lot of tactics, like when they answer the phone, like, well, what, don't say no and whatnot, and it's just. And then Samuel L. Jackson, whenever he plays a character like that, he's just like strong and pungent. He's a scary man.
Yeah, he's a big black man. They're pretty scary all around.
Yeah, but it was a fantastic film. I really liked. At first, I wasn't into it. I'll be honest. I'm like, let's see where this is. But then once you get 20 minutes in, and then you just get invested. I'm like, okay, you're just like,
yeah.
So that was a fantastic film. What?
That reminded me of a movie. I thought you were going a different direction, but it's like a. I've talked about it before. It's like a bank heist movie, and it's I forget who the actor is in it, but they're doing a bank heist. It's the same thing over the phone. It's like we have people in the bank. We're sending them out, and they're trying to sneak out of the bank, and they have hostages sending out, and they're interrogating the hostages, figuring out what info they have, and trying to figure out if the hostages are actually like the bank robbers in disguise,
Oh fuck.
It's great. Any movie like that where it's like, or there's another
It's
one.
a tense. It's a hot situation.
There's a comedy movie like that with Bill Murray. I forget what it's called, but it's him and like his girlfriend, like this other comedic actor guy, and
Groundhog Day.
oh no, they they rob a bank in New York, and it's like, oh, they do a perfect robbery. They get in, they get out, and then it's like, okay, well now they got to get to the airport, and the whole movie is basically, okay, you robbed the bank, cool, now get out, and now all the comedy and all the bad shit happens on the way out of the bank.
Oh man, that sounds great.
They get robbed. They get in a taxi. The guy doesn't speak English. And that taxi guy gets in an accident. And it's a whole. They get into the mafia. It's a hilarious comedy of errors starring Bill Murray. And the whole time it's like his girlfriend's pregnant, and it's like she's trying to tell him, but they keep getting interrupted. You know that trope. It's like, I gotta tell you something. It's like and something happens, and it's like, and that happens like 5 times. She doesn't say it, but you know immediately, because that's the trope, or at least we know now, because that's a well-known trope. It's like, oh, she's pregnant, but she's never gonna get to tell him until the end, and then it's
and then it's over.
Yeah, it's also a good one. But what was this Keanu Reeves movie?
This Keanu Reeves movie that I saw is 47 Ronin.
Okay, I think I've seen.
It's
not
based
seen
off
it,
a
but
real,
seen like the thing. Yeah,
it's based off a real event that happened in Japan in like the feudal era around like the 1200s, and so basically what it's Keanu Reeves is like an outsider who was taken in by like a clan, and then they raised him, but he was an outsider, so he always like lived in a shack outside of the village, and because he was like what is it? He was a half breed, half Japanese, half fucking whatever,
have something
white
gross.
guy. I don't know, something gross. No, European, I think.
Yeah, probably because the English growing over there, so that makes sense. Yeah,
exactly. And so over time,
and he's already got kind of squinty eyes, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And so during the movie and whatnot, something had happened where one of the other like rival like clans in the area comes over and does something to fuck over this place, and then they all die. A lot of people die, and then it's
a Uchiha clan type situation.
Uchiha clan type situation.
Not an inside job, but just big clan death.
Big clan death. And then the last remaining samurais who were there, who were banished, band together like sometime later. And then they go get Keanu Reeves from some sort of prison encampment where he is, because he's like really strong. During the movie, he would like help
Keanu Reeves.
Exactly. He would help them hunt beasts and whatnot, and they would
hunt beasts.
Yeah, it's just like there's beasts in this movie that they hunt, like fucking wild big ass boars. It's not really realistic, but
that's funny when you say beasts, like there's some mythological monster.
No, it is. There is. It is
like boars and maybe like a tiger or something.
No. Beast, because it is like a big beast. It's like a big tiger boar thing, but it's got like long fit. It's like 5 times the size of a normal tiger.
Okay, yeah.
So, and then he turns out to be part of some sort of other clan. He could do like some cool like face shift fucking dodge shit. It's so weird. Like I'm gonna be honest with you.
He can do a shadow step. He
can
use an after image technique.
No, he does. It's just hear me out.
Damn, Keanu. Shit. Who would win? This guy or John Wick?
Now, probably this guy, but here's the thing. Obviously, yes, it's based off a real story, but the actual movie itself is like more fantasy a little bit. But it's still, the acting and everything is still pretty phenomenal. It's a fantastic film if you want to watch a lot of people die for a good cause.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie. Beautiful. I enjoyed it quite a bit. There's a witch in there.
Ooh.
She's cool. She like shapeshifts into a fox. She's got 2 different color eyes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is
kind of a little bit.
All right.
She's hot because she's like mysterious and whatnot, but like her face is a little too puffy for me. But
okay,
yeah.
I
mean, bend her over, but
just back on
or
it.
keep her in the fox state. I don't know.
Yeah. There you go. Just do that. Yeah. Some foxes are hot, like that one from that movie.
Vulpix.
Yeah, Vulpix Ninetales. It's called like, I forget what it is. It's like on Netflix or some shit. It's called like Villains or something. Like there's the mayor of a town. They made her specifically hot. Like, to capitalize off of like Zootopia like shit. Cause she has like like fox eyeliner. She's got like a piercing in like one eyebrow. Hot as fuck fox.
Hot animals.
It's like we were talking about in the one episode of Kingdom Hearts that came out 2 weeks ago. By this point,
for China.
No, the one after that, we're in Beast Castle. It's just propaganda trying to turn us into a bunch of animal fucking freaks.
Oh yeah, it's Beast to cuck,
and it's working. Yeah.
It's a good episode.
Beast did get cucked out.
But yeah, either way, I watched 2 great movies.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with the Keanu Reeves movie, obviously, yes, Like I said, it was based off a real event, but it was more of a fantasy interpretation.
Yeah.
Everything was great about it. The only thing I think there were some parts where the cuts were a little too weird and they didn't build up enough on certain things. But other than that, there's like 2 or 3 spots where that happened. But it was like 2.5 hour movie, so
Alright.
for the most part, you know everything what's going on. I
Sounds
liked it.
pretty nice.
I like fantasy. I like
Yeah.
samurai. So
Hell yeah. I added some movies to my to-be watch list, so I
I
have
got
to
a
maybe
long
watch
list
those
of
somewhere.
movies.
Yeah, mine's like 18 or 16 or something. I'm probably going to delete some of them or just remove them because I've heard a little bit more about them. It's like, I don't know if I want to spend time on that, but
Or the effort. Yeah, I
yeah,
get
but
you.
some are pretty interesting. But Metaphor. Did you play the
Metaphor.
demo at all or know anything about it?
What, did
All
you
right.
play the demo?
No, oh god, but
There's a demo? I didn't know there was a
yeah,
demo.
there was a demo. It was like the first. You can get like halfway through the first dungeon, and there's like an optional like harder side dungeon you can do.
I think at Game Pass I can play it for free, but
Yeah,
I
I think that's the demo. It's that.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
and then it'll let you like most like good games do, where if it has a demo, it just carries your progress over, and when you buy the full game, it just starts right from there.
I might play it at some point because it has a lot of the Persona aspects in games, like the time clock, like the days you move in and whatnot, and then which I think would be obviously because I'm a big Persona fan guy.
Oh yeah.
So
I was going to ask if you gotten into any of them after you got into 4.
no, because the only reason why I don't want to play it, that's a lie. I did play the game that they came out for Persona 5 after the first one.
Was it Royale? That's the expand where we could play as the girl as a main character.
No, not Royale. It was the other
The
one.
fighting game.
Yeah, the fighting
Okay,
game.
yeah.
No, not the fighting game. It's like a continuation
too.
after the.
Okay, yeah, there was
after
that
the
one too.
story.
Yeah.
I played that one, but I played the first one a little bit with you, but I already knew what happened because I watched the anime.
Yeah.
So, but it's just no, I haven't really spent too much time playing any other Persona game because the Persona 4 cast and characters just have a certain place in my heart, and I don't really want to play any of the other ones.
I feel.
I don't mind because I hear they're good because I could play Persona 3, the Reloaded, the remake one for free on Xbox, but I'm just like,
Or you can play SMT, Shimigami. It's Persona but harder and way more dark and more intense.
I've played only one Shin Megami Tensei game before.
It was on your DS, right?
No, the 3DS.
Yeah,
It was the first one that came on the 3DS.
Oh, but I think it was like I think it wasn't like 3. It wasn't like
it was like Shin Megami Tensei 4 or something.
All right.
Not Apocalypse. That was the one that came out after that one.
Yeah,
that looked better and it was a lot of things, but the first one was very weird. But it wasn't a bad game. I enjoyed it. I got through a lot of it, but it's just it's like you said, it was dark, but like the way this game was laid out and like how you walk around the world is kind of weird. But I don't know. I haven't played it in a while, so maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe
I'm
knows?
wrong.
Maybe you're full of shit.
Maybe I am full of shit.
But this game Metaphor, I can't remember the actual title because Metaphor is the subtitle. And it's in the podcast I listened to where I heard about them playing an experience. They keep making jokes like, "Oh, it's a metaphor for racism," because that's what it is, metaphor for racism. But they keep going like, "It's a simile for an allegory for a metaphor." But
Metaphor.
Refantasio. Yeah, Metaphor
Refantasio.
Refantasio. So yeah, it's made by the same people who made Persona SMT, but it doesn't have the demon or persona aspect anymore. It's basically a job classes like Final Fantasy V or other types of. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like warrior and whatnot.
Yeah, and merchant and other types of shit. But it's still it's also like it's similar in combat at least. So I don't even know where to start. So the classes, yeah, there's no persona shit. It's just classes. You switch between classes. You can master job classes, and it's similar to like a Dokapon system where once you master a class, you get permanent stat buffs. So if you master the warrior class, every level after that, no matter what class you are, you'll get a permanent +2 to strength because you've mastered warrior.
Nice.
If you master wizard, you get +2 to magic no matter what. And you can also carry over some perks. So if you master the merchant, you can carry over a perk that boosts the power of healing items by 20%.
Oh, nice.
So now when you're a warrior, you're a kind of a healer now because you carried that perk over from the mastery.
Yeah, you can hit hard and whoop.
Yeah. That's just the class system. When combat, it's similar to Persona 5, where it's like you're in dungeons, and it's like open world-ish. You sneak around and you sneak up on enemies to attack them, and then you get into the turn-based battle afterwards.
Okay.
But it has a pseudo Devil May Cry Dynasty Warrior system where you can go to them and like combo them, and if you get them in a certain combo, like you can finish a combo, you'll start the battle with certain effects. Like if you're a warrior and you do like a 3 combo on them, you'll start the battle with the enemy dazed.
Oh, that's cool.
As opposed to if the enemy hits you, it just starts regularly. Or if you're like if you're a magician and you do, or no, that's just no. If you hit him, it'll just start him dazed. If you get to a point where you're over leveled, like I think it's 2 or 3 levels higher than the enemy, if you do that combo on them in the overworld, it just kills them instantly. You don't have to do the fight or anything. It's like a sneak attack in Persona 5.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But
I never.
you still get all the rewards and all the XP, and that's when you get the bonuses for your class. So if you're able to do that as a wizard, you fight them on the overworld, you kill them without having to do the battle. You get magic back. You get your MP back. So you don't gotta
Oh,
use the
but
coffees or
then,
whatever item it
but you
is.
get stuff back depending on the class that you play.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you're a cleric and you do it, you'll heal a little bit. If you're a
Mm.
warrior and you do it, I don't know what it'll do. But if you're a merchant, you do it, it'll give you like double or triple the money or some shit. So yeah, there's definitely the optimizations and good ways to do it. And plus, you want to max out every single class on each character so you can get those extra bonus, stats in it.
Right.
Yeah. And
But I imagine it's a pretty long game too.
I mean, it's a Persona style game.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, and it's all about like a fight for like the throne, like to become like the king of like the kingdom, and you're like one of the leaders of like a tribe, and you're trying to build a relationships with the other people and build tolerance, so everyone's racist towards each other. It's a metaphor for racism. It's like all the tribes hate each other, so you have a literal tolerance stat.
Wow.
You have a stat called tolerance, and you start as intolerant. You start as
heavy racist.
Yeah, and you got to increase that by doing your S links and your social skills by spending days going, to this tribe and chilling with this dude, and
hanging out,
becoming more tolerant. It's like, oh, now I don't fucking hate you, fucking weird cat people. Now you're just okay. Yeah,
that's a metaphor for racism. That's funny.
A metaphor. It's a simile for an allegory for a metaphor for a juxtaposition.
But then this is a good way you could teach kids who ever play the game to learn to love everyone else.
Exactly. You might start off as a blithering racist, but eventually, through time, you can learn to like people a little bit more.
So remember on the last podcast, Nick, and for everybody else who's listening, when I told you that I was playing Final Fantasy 14 online.
Oh yeah.
All right. So now I am about 14 hours in. I'm level 36.
Nice.
And I am, honestly, I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I do. Yeah, but at first, it was kind of slow. You didn't really have a lot of good things to build up. It took a while to get anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But once you started going, it went. I finally became an actual Dragoon because the Dragoon class, you start as a Lancer. And then there's a certain point in the quest line that you do because there's quests for like your class, and then there's the main quest, and then there's side quests, which side quests. All the side quests are like really shitty.
Yeah, but it's just fetch quests. Get this, do this, kill an enemy.
Awful. The rewards are never great, so I'm not even doing any of this. Because all the side quests I've checked and everywhere I've gone to, it's like, oh, talk to this guy. Here's 100 gold, and then it's all just like, oh, here's a dance move. Yeah, like I want to learn a fucking dance move. I want to learn a pirouette. Yeah, no. Don't fuck the side quest
for now, at least until
I find some of them are okay. It's like here's like 3 pieces of Algerian silver or whatever it is. I don't remember, and that's pretty good
because
it's like each piece of silver is worth 500 coins. So I'm like, that's pretty good.
Synthesis or gear.
I checked for that. Gear, I can get that during my actual class quest and the main quest. So which is good because I actually became a Dragoon now and I learned jump.
Nice.
So now I'm doing real good damage and I have stat skills to increase my attack now. So
jump
I'm like, nice.
Yep, jump is just good. It's
just good. I got the jump and then I got the back jump.
Oh, what? Back jump?
Back jump don't do any damage. It's just to get away from enemies real quick. It's like a back roll.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool because I'm just like jumping.
It's pretty sick.
It's great, and I just joined an alliance right now with the Immortal Flames.
Ooh.
Yeah, I looked up online. Apparently, there's a point in the main quest line where you join one of the factions. It's either the Gridania people or the Limsa Luminessa people or the Immortal Flame people. So I chose that one because that one's more war based, and if you do that one, you side with like the general guy.
Ooh.
Because if you choose the other one, it's more like sea based and air based, and then the other one's just more like boring. I don't remember what it was. So the most interesting path to go down story wise, if you wanted to play just like the regular warrior beat 'em up guys, that path. So I chose that one, and I haven't played since I've been busy, but it's fucking amazing.
Maybe you'll get back to it.
No, I will get back to it. I say I haven't played it, but I played it yesterday. I just haven't played it since yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, which I will at some point today for sure.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it quite well.
Yeah. I'm enjoying Noida still.
Noida.
Boy, that game's fucking hard.
Yeah, I bet it is.
That's just constant deaths, not getting much progress. But I guess I'm learning every time. I guess that's all. That's all I can say. Just trying to get better. Just trying to dodge enemy movements, get better layouts. I don't really know what I can do because it's just every start's the same. You just gotta get in, hope you get lucky with some good spells, good wands early on, get some good health increases.
Yes, because that is a roguelike game, so it's very topsy turvy with what you can get.
I just gotta Be a little bit less greedy because I've been trying to get like 1,000 gold before I go on to the next area, and it's like doable. But I should really just go for at least like 600 to 700 because that'll let me get at least like maybe
And
even 800, so I can get like maybe 2 1s if there's good ones in there. Just keep. I just gotta press on, not worry about too much exploring because I know a little bit too much about the game because I haven't played it, but I've watched people play it, so I know like certain things. I've heard certain things on Reddit, like fungal shifting, which is like a thing that lets you in the entire world transmute one material to another. So you could like everywhere in the world, if there's water, you can make it acid or acid water. It's like that makes crazy shit. People get like infinite gold and just do
what
crazy.
the fuck?
This game is so fucking insane, the crazy shit you can do with it. And I know peripheral bits of that shit, and it's kind of fucking with my advancement of the game because I'm like somewhat trying to see the optional shit, but I should somewhat try to just mainline, get to the end of the game first.
Be into the game before you do the cool shit.
Yeah, and I got to be in moods to play because I can get like 3 runs in, and then when I start the 4th one, I'm like, all right, I'm not in the mood for this.
Nah, I'm done.
Because you don't move slow, but like after restarting, you have to move through the mine, then you go down the thing, and it takes like 10 seconds to get there into the spot, and it's like, I don't want to start from fucking now again. So, you got to be in the mood to play it, but it's
like with anything, you got to be in the mood for it.
Exactly.
Just like some music.
Just like music.
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 What do you got today for us, Nick?
Caesar, I'm going to recommend a song from a podcast, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I think I've recommended from them before. The Adventure Zone. Good old Griffin McElroy. I don't know if he made this song, but he makes a lot of music for the Adventure Zone. But for the newest campaign, Abnormals.
Abnormals?
Abnormals. It's animals with abs. Abnormals.
Abdominals?
Like animals, but with a B. Abnormals.
Abnormals.
Abnormals. Or animals with abs. Abnormals.
Oh God.
It's like a spin-off on like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're like animal fighting like Saturday morning cartoon style, like Street Sharks, like Battletoads. That's the vibe they're going for.
Okay.
So it's like one of them's a cow, and he's like a dancer cow, and they have like moves based. He has like moves based off dancing. And it's like, and then the other one's an axolotl. His name is Axel Lyle.
Oh God, Axel Lyle.
Yeah, he was a fireman, and now he's in squad. There's another one called Navy SEAL, but he wasn't actually in the armed services. He was just in a group called the Royal SEALs, and they all had color designation. He was given Navy. So,
so he's a Navy SEAL.
But yes, but he's not a Navy SEAL. So there's like a running bit when he introduces himself. It's like, oh, I'm Navy SEAL. And the person says, oh, thank you for your service. He's going to, oh, well, no, I actually wasn't in the Navy SEAls. I was just a member of the Royal SEALs. No, SEALs. I was given the designation Navy. So I'm not,
I'm not a Navy SEAL, but I am.
I'm Navy SEAL. I've not ever been in the American Armed Forces. No, that's just a funny little running bit they got going. But the main theme song of Abnormals, it's a fun little, like it would be a Saturday morning cartoon jingle, and it's nice. It's an earworm, gets stuck in your head. It's got fun little lyrics.
I've never heard that before. That's a good one. It's an earworm.
Yeah, it's an earworm. Yeah,
cool.
It's a good one. Listen to it. Listen to the podcast. Listen to all of their D&D campaigns. Give Graduation. It's all right, but give it its due. You might enjoy it, but all the rest of them pretty solid.
I have I saved the song that I wanted to talk about. Perfect. I just have to get to it because I do not remember the name. And here we are doing Julian Casablancas, who is the lead singer of The Strokes. But this song is, I believe it's a solo work of his. I don't believe he did it with either of the bands that he's in. He might have done it in The Voids, but I don't remember. Which, by the way, they have a new album coming out soon. Third album, so it'd be pretty. If you like that weird electric-y kind of funky stuff, it'll be right there for you.
Right there.
But this song from his own solo work is called Glass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Smoking it.
Very fragile and see-through. So obviously it's just one of those songs where you could where he's just like talking about his own experiences in life. But more specifically, the song I want to talk about is a cover done by Alex something. What was his name? Alan Mearns. Alan Mearns. Because he does it just on his acoustic guitar, and he takes the song and he slows it down. He doesn't play it as fast, so it's just a really nice, beautiful acoustic song because he has a nice, deep, rich voice.
Rich.
It's like chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Made me cry the first time I heard it, but that's just because I was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Sounds very emotional. Sounds like a pretty good song.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
You know what else is good?
What's that?
A nice hoagie.
Ooh, fuck, goddamn! I fucking go to fucking Ralph's, Stater Brothers. Go to the sushi section right next. Go to the sushi section.
The
sushi section right next to it. They got those pre-made sandwiches. Get that Italian sub with that garlic bread. The bread's a little too thick, but Man,
You
oh,
toast
man.
it. That's why.
I love an Italian sub, dude.
I know. I
Fucking love it.
fuck up anything right now.
There's Italian like a fucking King Cobra. It calls them pinwheels, but it's like a little like a wrap, but it's like Italian sandwich, got like the salami and like red pepper in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Delicious.
The vinegar, the olive oil,
A little bit,
the
yeah.
extra virgin.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Fucking King Cobra, dude.
fucking King Cobra. Guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast.
If you liked it, why don't you give it a like? Help us grow. Do it. It helps us. It'll literally help us. If you liked it and you want to see us do better things, give it a like.
We're at 1341 subs.
Ooh,
So
finally.
You could be the next 42.
We went back up to 1340. We were at 1340 for like a day and a half, and then 2 people unsubscribed.
2 people, but we got 2 people back.
Got them back.
Got them back. Kobe.
Whoop, reel them back
Yeah,
in.
reel them back in.
And if you want us to, you want to be reeled in by us, or maybe even railed by us, why don't you subscribe to increase the chance of that happening? Because it'll also help us grow.
Leave your address, your email down below in the comments, and maybe you'll get railed.
Or even any other comment you might want to leave. Feel free to do it.
Tell us what your favorite sandwich is.
I thought you were going to say, tell us where you live.
Tell us where you live.
No. Tell us your favorite Subway sandwich, your favorite combo, from your favorite numbered item from Subway.
Not the pizza. If you like the pizza, then unsubscribe right now.
Yeah, no, still stay subscribed, but just don't tell us.
Okay, that's fine. That works too.